There are many people who fight for justice on a daily basis. The Avengers, Batman, the Akimbo Ninja. But sometimes justice just happens instantly. And isn't that just a bit more satisfying? Here's a tip from Akimbo. Horses won't stop galloping just because you want to look cool.
Oh, man.
Wow, this dude's got a gun and money. And, oh, some kind of prison sentence? The whole package. These guys are so rebellious, nothing could make them look less cool. Apart from those security bollards. You have to ask yourself the question, how did she think this was gonna turn out?
Los! Laura! Terugvaren! Laura!
If you steal someone's parking space, then you'd better hope it's not this guy's. Here's how to go from looking cool to moronic in a split second. He escaped with no injuries, except for his self-respect. Here's a method that's more effective than any speed limit sign. When this woman found her stolen bicycle advertised for sale, she alerted the police and then made an appointment to view it. Justice wasn't far behind.
Oui, il y a un problème, c'est mon vélo, je Ouais.
When signs fight back. When you do the burning rubber section of your motorcycle driving lessons, you always learn to look left and right first, just in case 3 aggressive cops are nearby. The benefit of attacking people on a bike is that you can make a quick getaway. There are downsides too. This is the ingenious way justice was served to a guy who parked in a disabled spot in Brazil. Why this woman decided to knock down all these scooters is anyone's guess. Why she chose to do it in front of a police car is even more of a mystery. Here's a guy who enjoys breaking people's wing mirrors. So let's all enjoy the moment when he breaks his face. When this woman tried to con a jeweler by switching a package of precious gems for a bunch of fakes, he immediately realized what she was doing. Luckily, this meeting took place in a vault. And the thing about vaults is, you can lock them.
He shuts the glass door, then slams shut the giant steel door, locking her inside the vault.
Wow, don't you love whenever big SUVs get stuck?
After mocking another car accident, we can't help but feeling a little happy that this guy ended up in one himself. And he was fine, so we're allowed to say that.
Oh, so much for nothing.
When police were alerted to a robbery inside this Costco, they started by arresting the getaway driver. And then all they had to do was wait.
Hey, buddy! Wow, that worked out great. Yeah. For 2.
Hey, what's this traffic cone doing in my way? Oh. If you try to eat revolving meat, then you'll be slapped with metal tongs. We all know that. When this guy's ex cheated on him, he decided to take back some of the things he paid for, including her floor. If you get into a fist fight with someone who doesn't have any fists, then remember they might be very skilled with their mouth. How to stop someone sitting on your car in the most invasive way possible. So, this is what happens when you try to avoid queuing in traffic like a good citizen should, and take a shortcut down the train tracks instead. Now, this isn't the fault of the guy in the car, of course, but let's just say that the bridge tender was fired immediately afterwards. When a truck pulled up to this guy's supercar challenging him to a race, he was good enough to warn him of the cop car behind him. And he didn't believe him. Never park in front of a fire hydrant, not unless you're really sick of having windows in the back of your car. If you're gonna burst an underground pipe, then make sure you don't park your car in a nearby underground parking lot. This guy is trying to destroy his neighbor's musical doorbell, but the problem with attacking part of a door is that the other doors might stick up for them. This bus is not just a convenient spot for pedestrians to tie their shoelaces, as this kid found out. When a shortcut turns into a deep cut. This guy chose not to stop for a school bus, and the police chose not to let him get away with it. This porch pirate clearly wasn't expecting the cops to show up. But the way he casually dropped the package suggests that it wasn't the first time. This boat was moored on private property, and that private property was next to a scrapyard. Bad move. When a shortcut turns into a physical comedy routine. Doing donuts is cool, right? Until you hit something, at which point everything you've just done seems stupid. When you've got the money for a supercar, absolutely no ability to drive it. Hey, let's just all jump at once in this crowded elevator, and then share a group panic attack when it breaks. This guy parked over 2 spaces, but then justice was served by 2 Jeep drivers. And what form did that justice take? Humiliation. Now, most of the justice featured in these clips has been served out to humans, but look what happened to this squirrel raiding a bird feeder.
Oh, you are a tenacious little being.
Another example of dangerous driving. And another example of the police appearing from nowhere. How satisfying is that bonk sound? For these 2, justice moved as quickly as their vandalized elevator. If you scream at innocent drive-thru employees, then you might get a face full of screams yourself, and a face full of iced coffee.
You're a piece of shit! You piece of shit!
There's nothing like a nice, cool, completely unexpected swim. You're about to see a pickpocket get busted in real time. Watch the guy in the black and white jacket. Patience is a virtue, especially when oncoming trucks are involved. This guy's pretend accident is about as convincing as a soccer player trying to get a penalty. If you refuse to put out your cigarette at a gas station, then you'll receive the same treatment as any other fire hazard. This idiot tried to assault a woman and drive away, but she got to walk away while he was dealing with his pain and embarrassment. Justice has been served. Be careful of playing with wet floor signs. Something ironic might happen. The first thing any of us would do with a new SUV is park it under a waterfall, right? Well, no, and this is why. The most important thing with any proposal is to buy a ring small enough to fall through the cracks of the thing you're standing on. Here's some of those mysteriously appearing police officers again. One of the most important parts of walking the plank is to have a good, sturdy plank. Hanging out of a bus makes you look cool. Okay, maybe not. To be fair, this guy doesn't seem to say sorry, but justice soon gets served anyway. Here's what happens when you blatantly ignore signs telling you how high a bridge is. When you drive the wrong way down a street, you don't want to see the police coming the other way, and you really don't want to see an entire procession of police motorcycles. Once again, that beautiful moment when a normal car turns out to be a police car. When you throw your clothes at a hockey game and security's right behind you. Mind you, the rest of the crowd seems quite happy. Surprise, surprise, this guy eventually gets stuck in the snow. We're not sure what this guy did to this dog, but whatever it was, it's got its own back. If you're gonna run onto the field, then you better prepare to be part of the game. Luckily, he was okay, or unluckily, depending on whose side you're on. You're about to witness the world's most amusing disappearing act.
Eita porra, viado, ajuda ele, caralho.
None of us here at Akimbo are professional criminals, but even we know that the one place you don't want to steal a bike from is a police station. And we're gonna take a wild guess that these guys aren't professional criminals either. Whatever this guy was trying to achieve, we're pretty sure that running into a brick wall wasn't the end game. Yeah, when your engine goes on fire, that's probably the time to stop drifting your car. Being pranked when you're trying to prank can be a painful experience. And a wet one. Akimbo pro tip: sometimes people leave their garbage bags open. When you're such an annoying human being that even fake horses don't like you. Well, after all those clips of instant justice, we think you should help our Akimbo Ninja continue his good work by clicking subscribe.